Okay, a little while ago, somebody on the Pedal Boards of Doom Facebook page asked about recording directly into Ableton Live and saying that they were having some trouble getting a decent guitar sound. So I thought I'd make a little video just to show how I do it. I'm going to start out by recording a drum pattern from my little Volca sample, and that's going into my little Behringer USB, little cheapy mixer, and then into my 11-year-old MacBook Pro running Ableton Live, which is the same as the chap mentioned in the post. So we're firstly going to do the drums, then I'm going to record the bass. I'm going to do the bass playing my Ibanez Talman. It's going to go through this Univox Superfuzz clone into this American Sound pedal, which I've got set over here. So that's for the voice, and I've got it set a little bit more. I'm going to set it a little bit more bassy because it's going to be for bass, but I'll do a few tweaks to that. So yeah, so the first thing then is I'll do the drums, then I'll come back to this. Right, so the next step then will be going through the Univox and the American Sound. And the American Sound is being used as the amp simulator here. And again, it's going just via a patch cable into the USB interface and then onto the next channel in Ableton. So next up, I'll record the guitar through my normal pedal board. I'll put just a bunch of fuzz and bits on it. Going into this American Sound, which I have set a bit more guitar-y. I'll probably turn that treble up a bit. That's a good voice in the middle there. I always have got a fairly low drive on, and any volume I want to get from into Ableton, I try to give it from here. But if you look at this, you'll notice that the levels are quite low, and that's important. And I'll come back to that. And then again, back into the mixer. So yeah, I'll record with the Squier Jaguar. First guitar part I'll do through the American Sound for Fender Sound, and then the second one I'll do through this British Sound for a Marshall Sound. So that I've got two different guitar parts. So I've now mixed everything, and figured that the best thing to do next would be to go through what I've done. So on each channel I've adjusted the levels way below 0 on all of them. On the drum channel I've put the low cut, I've put the compressor, and I've put drums room. So compressor, I'm using that for the volume rather than the volume setting up here. And the drums, just a tiny little bit of reverb on there. On the bass, I've top and tailed the recording because the super fuzz was putting a little bit of noise onto the signal. And on the bass, we've got the low cut filter again. We've got a bass cabinet, the bottom up cabinet, which is 4x10, and we've got the bit of compressor. And I went near on axis for that one. For the guitars, I've panned them hard left and right. I've grouped them so that I'm saving a bit of processor power. Got the low cut again, bit of compressor to ride the volume. Then on the Fenderish channel, I've got a 1x12. And on the Marshall-ish channel, I've got a 4x12. And the whole thing works quite nicely. But let's have a listen to how that sounds. What I've also done here is I've put on the Loud Max plugin, which is really good for mastering. It's probably going to have some effect on my vocal when I put this on in a second. There you go, yeah, it has. But yeah, so next what you'll hear is the finished track with all these bits done, and it'll just be, I don't know, a still of something or whatever. Who knows? Who knows? Or maybe the video just playing on. Who knows? It's going to be very exciting, or maybe not.